What the heck is this? And what the heck is this? Find out on a news segment that I call New Stuff! Okay, here we go. We're going to start with the new AI-powered media intelligence search. This is cool. 2 things I want to let you know about right off the top. 1, you do not need to be connected to the internet for this search to work. It will work completely offline, which is awesome. 2, it will only search open projects. So let's say I've got 3 different projects that my producer wants me to grab clips from all 3 of these projects and put them into a timeline and do some stuff for social media, just for example. If I open up all those 3 projects, I can search all those 3 projects at the same time. But if only one of those 3 projects is open, it's only going to search that one. So just keep in mind, it will only search projects you have launched already. So with that in mind, let's begin. First of all, follow the bouncing ball and come up here to this little search icon up here, this new little intelligent search icon. It's got a little sparkle right there, so you know that it's something new. So here we go. I'm going to click that right there. Now, I should tell you that when you click that for the first time, you may get, as I got, a little warning that says turn on visual search analysis to enable visual search. So go ahead and just turn it on. It'll show you the steps. It'll say turn this on or whatever. I forget. It was like 2 clicks I think I needed to do in order to turn it on. So just go ahead and do that. Click OK, and you're off to the races. Now, we've gone to the special search. We've clicked it. And then you notice right here it says everything, visuals, text, metadata. So visuals, text, metadata, those are your 3 searches that you can do, or you can search all 3 at once. So I'm just going to leave it on everything just so that you guys can see what kind of search result gets returned. So now I could come up here, like I know, for example, that my neighbor Denny, I've got clips of him talking about the film Inception, and I know he mentions the word film. So I'm going to type in the word film. Now, in visuals, it also just intelligently saw that I have a Pond 5 clip in here that's of just like if I double click it, it'll load it. It's of an old-timey television camera. Could be a film camera. I know that it's a TV camera because I know where this came from, but it could also be a film camera, right? This could easily be just a film camera, and it figured it out. It said, hey, this is a film camera. Here's every instance of it. Then I made a little trailer about my cousin's dog and a neighbor dog playing with a radio-controlled car, and it's a pretend film trailer. It recognized, even though the word film isn't mentioned, it recognized this is a film trailer and called it up. Pretty cool. Anyhow, also down here where it says text, right down here. So these are the visuals, the clips. Down here is the text right here. And so here are 3 results where it's showing in the transcript the word film, the word film, and the word film. The reason why I use the word film and not Inception is because I was fairly confident that the word film is going to be spelled right in the transcript. So if I use the word Inception and the AI misheard me and, use and put, instead of Inception, put exception, then it's not going to find that word, right? So you want to try and kind of work with the intelligence, right? And give it what you can find. So if it's the name of a person and that person's name is misspelled in every transcript, you need to misspell it that same way in order to find it in that transcript. So just keep that in mind. If I come over here and I double click, now it has opened up the text window next to, here's my search, it opened up the text window, it came right to that part in the transcript, and it called it up here in the source window. So I can say, okay, yeah, this is the sentence I want, and I highlight that sentence and edit it in. Pretty darn cool. I gotta say, I was impressed, and I'm not super easy to impress, but that did impress me. So that's pretty cool. So if you have everything turned on, it's gonna, if there was metadata here, if there was a clip with the name film in it, like film noir, it would have called up that in the metadata section. So it's pretty comprehensive. And I love that it was like, hey, if you're looking for film, here's a film camera. Here's a film trailer. I love that. Now, I'm going to show you something else you can do with this search that I think is pretty darn cool. I made that trailer of my friend's dog, of my cousin's dog and his neighbor's dog chasing a radio-controlled car. And I want to get all of that stuff from that trailer that's just the dogs. None of the graphics, none of the text on screen. If I go in here and type dogs, right? First of all, notice scene detect. There's a scene detect. I ran a scene detect on this to show you guys in another video. Maybe I'll put a link to that video up here where I called out how you can do scene detect, which is super cool and another cool new AI. So if you notice right here, here is scene detect, and it called up that exact sequence, the sequence that I have the scene detect in, which is pretty cool. But it also called up all of these individual clips, I can then, if I just want the clips, here's a clip, here's a clip, that's a little sub clip, there's a clip, there's a clip. If I double click on this, I come over here, it's set an in and an out point just around where the dogs are. Here's another. It's set an in and out just around that. Let's say you've got a really long clip of B-roll and you want to let's say it's a B-roll of a forest, and you want just the shots of the tops of trees. You could literally type in tops of trees, and it will just find those and set an in and an out around that. Or let's say you just wanted all the long shots of the forest. You can put long shot forest, and it theoretically should just grab that. You could just type in long shots, and it should find all the clips in that project that it thinks are long shots. It's not a totally exact science yet, so just keep that in mind. There will be some mistakes, but check it out. It is put ins and outs around everything. And then here's just a sub clip of that. So there are some sub clips, and I'm wondering if that's because of the scene detect that I did on this prior. But if you notice, it is just these clips are all of the clips of the dogs. And you know that this is just going to get better and better as more versions come out. They're going to refine it and it will get far more accurate. But for right now, it is pretty fantastic. And when it does work really well, it's amazing. Get it out, try it. I know you're going to love it. Now, before we move on to number 2, which, by the way, is crazy great. You're going to love it. I just want to remind you that I've opened my calendar. If you are in a period of time in which you're trying to pivot in your career, or you're trying to expand your career, you want to talk to someone about your career, I've opened my books. You got a 20-minute free consultation. See that link below and come talk to me. Let me help you. Where are you at in your career? Are you stuck? Are you trying to pivot? I can help you with that. I've opened my books. Come talk to me. Okay, here we go. Number 2, and you are gonna love it. Amazing. Generative Extend. This needs an internet connection. So just as a heads up, it needs an internet connection, but it's a background process so you can do other things while it's doing its thing. So while it's generating. And watch, as we go, you're going to see why that's important, because it is not a quick process. I'm assuming this is going to get much, much, much quicker as things develop. But for right now, if you notice, I have this clip in my timeline. Here's the trailer. So here are the dogs, and then it goes to these words, right? Let's say, for the sake of argument, and I've put an ad edit right there so that, let's go, it's one frame off. So here it is. So if we go back, there are the dogs, we go forward, that's the graphic. Let's say for just for the sake of argument, I like this, but I needed it. Let's say there's a music hit that happens right there, and I just need like 1 or 2 more seconds. Just 1 or 2 more seconds of the dogs, or even just frames before it switches. Now, one of the best use cases for this, by the way, that I found is on an eye blink. I hate cutting on a blink. I will go a mile out of my way so that I'm not doing a cut on a blink. That's just basic 101 editing. Don't cut on a blink. I used to, if it was like 1 frame off, just duplicate 1 frame of the eyes still open and just have 1 frame of a duplicate or a freeze frame, like just a couple of frames of a freeze frame. Sometimes that worked. Sometimes you could tell I did a little freeze there. Sometimes I could back the B-roll up over it and get out of that blink sooner. Sometimes I can't, and it causes me physical pain. So this is really good so you can get a little bit more footage so that it's not cutting on the blink. And I'm going to show you how to do that with this clip right here. So here are the dogs, and I just want to extend the dogs for a few more frames for whatever reason. And so I will make an ad edit here. I'm going to go down now, on Audio Remix, and this will work, by the way, for audio as well as video. But you come over here, and at the bottom is that remix tool. I kind of expected this tool to be in with that one, but it's not. It's all the way down here, right down there. That's your new Generative Extend. When I hold my cursor over it, notice that we get that little pop-up window. Generative Extend tool extends 2 seconds for video, 10 seconds for audio, or 2 seconds for both video and audio combined. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to come over to here where the dogs are, and before I do it, hang on 1 second, I'm going to move this out of the way. Let's move that to the side. Then I'm going to come here and I want to extend the dogs. Let's click on the Generative Extend. I'm going to click on the end, and I'm just going to pull it out. Duration, that's 18 more frames. You can see it right down there, 19 more frames. Boom. That's a little over a half a second. Now watch. See how long this is taking right here? I'm going to leave this up right there doing its thing, and I'm just gonna fast forward this for you so you don't have to sit through this the way I have to sit through it, and it's gonna take some time. Finally, done. Now, I know that as technology advances, this is going to get quicker, but that took some time. That was like a couple of minutes. But see what it did? Look. So that's literally, you can see, because I didn't take the audio with it, there's where the audio stops. This is where the clip stopped before. And then it kept them running for a little bit longer. I have to say that if we step through it, the dog Gary kind of loses his back legs. So, you know, it's, yeah, so it's kind of, I don't know, truncated Gary's body a little bit. But if all I needed was just this little bit, I don't think anyone's going to notice that, especially if I cut it here and I just needed a little bit more to cover it, right? But kind of amazing. I mean, it's kind of amazing. It really, really, really solves that problem. So there you go, 2 of the new stuffs that's going into Premiere. I think you're going to dig it. I certainly dug it. Let me know what you're thinking of all the AI stuff that Premiere's doing. Are you digging it? Or are you like, hey, enough, I just want to edit, stop throwing all this new stuff at me? You let me know. What do you think? Leave me a comment. Hope you dug this video. Don't forget to give me a like and smash that subscribe button. And I will catch you in the next video.